Hello everyone, my name is Shravya. I'm the intern of Webstack Academy and title of the project is Food Delivery App. The purpose of this project is to develop a food delivery app using the Stack. Using this app, users get their favorite food delivered to their doorstep without facing any kind of inconvenience. So going to the overview of the project. Here, user authentication. It allows users to sign up, log in and manage their profiles. That is, update user profile and password. Whereas, browse restaurants. It displays a list of restaurants with address and rating including search and filtering options. Here, filtering options are sort by review, sort by ratings, pure veg. So going to the view menu. It show restaurant menu with food item details, prices and images. Cart management. It enable users to add or remove items, adjust quantities and view their cart. Going to the order placement, it allow users to place orders and provide delivery addresses. Payment integration. Here we use the Stripe account for payment transactions. It integrates a payment gateway for secure transactions. So order history. It show users their past orders and order status. Responsive design. It ensures the website works well on different devices and screen sizes. Next, going to the goals of internship. In olden days, the food ordering system. We, the consumer who are hungry but unable to walk out to take desired food items. In this case, we look for a food order that should be delivered at our doorsteps that save our time and fulfill hungry needs. So, the present online food ordering system. To overcome the crowd in restaurant and to save the consumer time, online food order system works well in this busy schedule. With this created application, the consumer get their favorite food to their doorsteps. The app is designed to be user-friendly with an advanced features and modern interface. The goal of internship is creating a food delivery app using Munstack that should create a useful interface for user to order and enjoy their needs. Next, going to the project requirements. Installation of VS Code is necessary in the system. Next, going to the extensions like live server, HTML, play, NPM, IntelliSense, NPX scripts, next React.js code snippets. And also we should install the Node.js and React.js. To store the data and retrieve the data, we should install MongoDB as database. So installation of backend is also required. Next, creating account for Stripe and Mailtrap. Stripe account displays the payment report, whereas Mailtrap is used to reset the password. These are the project requirements of this app. So going to the architecture. The food delivery app is built using the Munstack, that is M stands for MongoDB. It is a database stores restaurant data and can retrieve restaurant data. E stands for express.js. It is used to create single or multiple web pages. Whereas R stands for React. It is used for building interactive user interfaces and web applications. The main is Node.js. It is a JavaScript runtime environment for running JavaScript programs to build server-side apps. This app consists of several components like home page, my order page, cart page, login and logout page, update profile page, new password page. So going to the home page, it displays the list of restaurants and includes a search bar and filter options, login and cart buttons. The menu page displays the list of items in the menu and allow the user to add items to their cart. Whereas the cart page displays the list of items in the user's cart and allow the user to place an order. The confirm order page displays the details of the user's order with its delivery address. After confirming the order, it will redirect to the payment page and then to the order history page where users can see their order history. Next, going to the design. We used here behavior model. State chart diagram of online food delivery system. Here this is the initial state. Next, going to the login. If you are the already user of the restaurant, directly after logging, the restaurants will be viewed. Whereas you are the new user, you have to register to the app. So go to the register, and later on you can edit the profile, and you can go to the login again, and you can view the restaurants. So after viewing the restaurants, you have to tap on the restaurants so that you get the food items. View the food items and add to cart. Then fill the address. Then proceed with the payment. Next, go to the confirm order. After placing the order history will be displayed. It notify the customer on order complete. This is the model of the food delivery app. We used here state chart diagram. So going to the full stack web development, a developer or engineering who work on front end and back end. Here front end is user interface. It is a visible part to the user. It deals with the UI or UX. Here UI stands for user interface, whereas UX stands for user experience. Also it involves web technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and frameworks like React and Angular. Front-end focus on user-friendly interface. Going to the back-end, it is a server side. It is invisible to the user. It handles the data storage, data processing, server-side logic. Back-end manages the databases, API server configuration. Back-end focus on functionality, security, and performance. Databases like MySQL, MongoDB are used in backend. Next, frameworks like Express.js, Django are used in backend. So going to the implementation, few topics will be explained here. So HTML. HTML is used to create a web page. Here, anchor tag is used in the HTML. HTML uses an anchor tag to create a link to another document or web page. Here we use href. This stands for hyperreference. Hyperreference is an attribute used to define the address of file to be linked. Next, URL is full web address of page you want to open. When we clicked on the link text, browser would open the linked page. Next, going to the form tag. Forms are used to collect information from users. Forms are defined by form tag. Form elements are next fields, that is text fields, checkbox, radio button, list box, submit button, etc. Here input tag is used to represent the text or password what the user give. Next, going to the CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. So CSS is a design language. The major difference between the HTML and CSS is HTML is a structure of building, whereas CSS is decoration for an interior part. So ways to apply CSS: inline, external, internal are the ways to apply the CSS. Next, going to the selector. The CSS selector select HTML elements according to its ID, class, type, attributes. So, type of selectors. Element selector select element based on element name. ID selector. Here it is represented with asterisk. It specifies single element. Next, class selector. It is represented with the dot. It is used to specify group of elements. Next, going to the shorthand property. When we declare the border, we write the width, style, and color in single line. This is called shorthand property. So going to the JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language of web. JavaScript is interpreted client-side and event-based language. So in JavaScript, we have various methods. So methods of JavaScript. Window.alert is used to display data in alert dialog box. Document.write, it display data in browser. Inner HTML is used to display in HTML elements. Console.log, display data in browser console. Next, going to the DOM. DOM stands for Document Object Model. So it helps us to manipulate and interact with the content of a web page using code. DOM is representation of structure of web page in tree format. With JavaScript, we use the DOM to do things like access elements, modify content, react to events, next add or remove elements, change the styles. Next going to the React.js. React.js is used to create and design UI. In React.js, it follows a unidirectional data flow. This makes tracking and managing data changes more predictable. Next, JSX is a syntax extension for JavaScript. JSX simplifies the process of creating and rendering React components. Here, JavaScript plus HTML equal to React.js. So, without JSX, the condition will be, or the syntax will is const element react create element. Here we should import React. So with a simple thing we can do, that is with JSX. With JSX we use HTML tags to represent the hello world here. So in the same way we use JS plus HTML, that is React.js. So going to the code info, here component. A component is an independent reusable bit of code which divides user interface into small pieces. Next is arrow function. It is represented as shown in the slide. Next going to the, it allows us to write shorter functions. Then react fragment. Here we use empty fragment. It written component is rendered to screen. In this case we use empty fragment. Next navigation bar. Navigation bar is used to link one page to the other. Next going to the React router. It is used for navigation for one page to the another. So the command is npm install react router DOM. Web address are called URL. Next going to the Redux. Redux is a state management library. It provides a predictable and centralized way to manage and update the state of a React application. Next, Compose enhancers. It checks Redux dev tools are available or not. Also, we use Axios. We install Axios in frontend, that is npm I Axios. Axios is used to communicate with an external API, which is way to fetch data from your remote server. We use async. It is asynchronous, refers to execution of tasks that do not occur sequentially. Background other tasks will be done even it is delayed. Next we use API, application program interface. To access data and feature of front software system, we use API. Next we use useState. We use useState hook to manage two pieces of state, that is quantity is to initialize to 0 to keep track of quantity of food items. Next going to the code. We installed the VS Code. Also we return the code in VS Code. We created My React app. My React app consists of 3 folders, that is frontend, backend and build. In backend we see database folder. In database we see JSON files. Obfuscated backend. In obfuscated backend we see config. In config.env, here we place the Stripe account, secret key, API key, and next mail trap. In database.js we have it is used to connect the Node.js to MongoDB. Next going to the frontend. Here we have various folders like public, node modules, src, action folder, cart, components, layout, order, user, constants, reducer, app.cs. App.css is a folder in which we create the CSS file. That is, we write the CSS code to design the to design the app. So going to the app.js. Here we link every file, or we import the every file. Next, going to the in public, we see images used for background like template and icon. Various images can be placed in the public folder, that is images folder. Next, going to the execution. Here we execute the backend. We have to change the directories as per the folders. This is a command to run the backend. Nodemon run server. Now the host is connected. Then we should execute the front end. npm start. This is a home page displayed on the web browser, and this is a logo. This is a search bar, cart button, login button. Here the number of count of restaurants will be displayed. These are the filtering options. These are the restaurants. Ratings is represented as star. Next, reviews, count of reviews. So log out, then login. As a new user, I have to register. Next, email of user. Next, password. Confirm password. Phone number of the user. You have to choose the avatar from the images. This is the avatar. Register. Logged in. Here orders, profile, logout. We had to add into the cart. Add the item to the cart. Then tap on the restaurant. Add to cart. Plus symbol represent adding the item. Minus symbol represent that is danger, removing the item. The functionality of items are added to cart is, if we choose one restaurant, if we add the quantities, the cart will be displayed with 1. If you choose another restaurant, if you add the quantity, then the cart will be represent the restaurant, but not the food items that you placed into the cart. Next, go to the cart. Your cart items, two items. We see order summary, checkout. This is the user address to be filled. Continue. Next, this is the delivery info. Name, phone number, address will be displayed. Cart items with the images and the pricing. Here order summary. Subtotal, delivery charges, tax, total will be displayed in order summary. Next, proceed to payment. The card info will be displayed when you proceed to the payment. Card expiry. Next, card number. Do the payment. Due to the network issue, it's lagging. Here we displayed that your order has been placed successfully. Next, go to orders. My orders. This is a table format displayed here. Processing. The status of order is processing. Order data. When we click on this icon, order info will be displayed. This is the order info. Order code, order info, that is user details, payment details. Next, the items which we are ordering. When we click on this logo, it directed to home page. When you click on the pure veg, it shows the pure, that is two restaurants, and also it shows count of restaurants. Show all. Next, sort by reviews. Here you see according to the reviews the restaurants will be sorted. Next, going to sort by ratings. According to the ratings the restaurants will be sorted. Next, going to the search your favorite restaurant. Hotel Empire. Here the output is executed for display. Next, click on the logo. Orders. Profile. You can also edit the profile. Here, edit profile. Name is edited. It also displays the join date. When you log out, if you want to log in, if you forget the password, you can click on the forget password. You have to enter the mail, send mail. You will get the mail in mail trap account. Again we have to execute the first we execute the backend login, forget password, next send mail. Go to the mail trap account, my inbox. Here, password reset token, mail. You got the password reset token. Reset your password. Okay. New password page is displayed. So password, go to login, again start login. The password is reset. Next, the payment will be seen in Stripe account. Have to import the or copy the Stripe key, API key in config.env file. This is amount. Here the payment is displayed. Amount that you have paid, succeeded, description, customer detail that is mail, and date on which payment has been done. Next, going to the this is the overview of the project. delivery website. This is a footer component. The food item is available, then it shows in stock. If the food item is not available, then it shows the status of the food item will be out of stock. Next, going to the MongoDB Compass tool. Localhost is 27017. Connect. Internship is a database. Here we imported the coupons data, food item data, menus, orders that placed by the user, food items menu. The user the app will retrieve from the backend, whereas order is storing the data. Orders is a stored data. Food items menu, restaurants, or retrieved data. Here user information will be present. ID, name, email, password, avatar, everything will be stored in the user file. Backend. MongoDB is a database to store the data and retrieve the data. Next, going to the conclusion. This project is designed to meet the requirements of a restaurant and customer. With this platform I hope it reduces time wasting, avoid misunderstandings among customer and hotel staff, provide easy data flow, customer pleasure, and less hard work. I believe that I have accomplished my goals and satisfied with the code I developed. Thank you, Webstack Academy Learning Management System. I thank all my instructors for their support, guidance, and spent valuable time to solve our doubts.